Got Simon at the helm on a quest to the realm where the facts run. Set your minds on discovery mode, let's sail the knowledge sea. Got Simon at the helm on a quest to the realm where the facts run free. Tune in, drop out, open up to learn something new.
Host, da-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. I think I can do it. Hey, look, I got the music to play. Look. Woo! Let's sail the knowledge seas. It's Simon at the helm, and let's to the realm where the facts run free. Tune in, drop out, da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know the words. This is how I am in my car. I just sing along. Kevin, Liam.
Hello.
Hello! Woo! How do I stop the music? Now it's started! Silent! Okay, there we go. Silence and not so bad. Brain blaze, something. What up, everyone? What up? Look, I'll fade that down. We'll have it in the background. How's it going? Good. Thank you. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck, Turtle? $50 already. I don't even know what to say, man. Thank you. And thank you, James Hall, for being a member for 1 month. Thank you for making all these videos. Makes a difference. I know, James. I'm basically saving the world out here. I'm a hero. And thank you, 000 Dynamies, for the 5 gifted Brainblaze memberships. We're not doing a members live stream after this, so you'll have to wait, not even until next week, but the week after, all those 5 members, because I'm on holiday next week. Woo! This is the makeup session for me skipping that. And let's just adjust this. Now I've made it too yellow. I was really fixing it. I thought I'd fixed it, and now it's too yellow. Jesus Christ. Get $10 for every minute late. LOL. Yeah, dude. I was 3 minutes late, so whatever. James, thank you for the two pounds. Hello there, old bean. Can we get Danny onto one of these? That's up to Danny. Danny's always welcome. I don't want to ask people to do these because not everyone wants to, but Danny knows he's welcome. So, how's the Tiger shirt doing? They said that it would take 52 days, and even 2 days later, I'm kind of already tired of the meme, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to buy that Tiger t-shirt. If you're let's just kill the music before it loops. Oh god, it's looping already.
Did you go Karen and be like 52 days is too long?
I did, and then they were like 52 days, my bro. And I'm like, okay, I don't know, dude. I can't wait 52 days because I'll just be so disappointed when it arrives, and I have deep regrets about spending nearly $2,000 on a shirt because that would be.
It is a cool looking shirt.
Yeah, but is it? I think I just got wrapped up in the moment.
I want to know what makes a shirt cost that much. Like, it's got to be like the softest silk, right?
Dude, I think it's just a ripoff. Like, I think it's just a ripoff. Wait, I don't know how to do this. How do I do this? I know. I tried to adjust my white balance because it reset and it made me look so red. And then I think I adjusted it too much the other way. So now it looks like, instead of having rosacea, it looks like jaundice or some shit. What do I use? Elgato Camera Hub. Let's just solve this live on stream because why not? Look, automatic white balance on. Now I look super pale. Let's adjust the exposure, maybe. Oh no. Hello. Automatic. Let's turn that off.
Remember, this man's worked with cameras for 10 years.
Dude, look, brighter than the sun. Oh, wow! Look at that. That's artifacty. Dude, yeah, this has been my job for like 10 years and I still don't know how cameras work. That looks better. That looks not bad. That looks okay. Contrast. Ooh, hello. Dude, oh wow, that looks saturation, black and white, full color. What we hit? Shit, now I've completely broken it. I've messed up all the settings. What have I done with my life? Okay. What are we here for? We're doing Kevin's script today. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us. Have I killed it? Oh god, have I killed it? Is my video frozen?
No, it's not frozen.
Okay, it's frozen. Oh, it's not frozen anymore. Okay, that just seemed to be an issue my end. Brilliant. Dude, what ring lights look stupid. Someone's in the chat saying that, you know, I should have a ring light. It's just that light that you get in front of you, and I just feel it just makes... I don't know. I just don't like ring lights. They just make everything look flat. Like with lighting, generally you want like shadows and stuff, whereas a ring light's just like right in your face, and you get that like little eye thing going, and I got like reflections and all of this stuff. People saying YouTube didn't notify them when we were live. What the fuck, YouTube? Get your shit together. Help! I need a membership. Rosemary Yeager, you can buy a membership. There's no restriction on purchase those memberships. Oh, you do have a membership. Okay. Yeah, you are a member. It says right there.
Also, if anyone wants a notification for when these go live, I always send an announcement in the Discord. So
join the Discord. Yeah. People say you go on holiday again. Hey, I can't win. Like, people are like, oh, you never take a holiday, Simon. Do you ever leave the office? You're recording so much. Don't you ever see your family? And then when I go on holiday, people are like, bro, you going on holiday? You were on holiday like 2 weeks ago. What the fuck, man? So yeah, I'm going on holiday. Chill out. Liam, did you send that script to me? Should we just crack on with it? Because otherwise I know we won't get there. Somehow we're 10 minutes in and I haven't done anything. I haven't done literally nothing.
It's in your DMs.
Okay, and I know we're 4 minutes late. Okay, DMs. In Discord message.
Yes.
Okay, just got to find out how to find that. Creepy or creepypasta. Oh, wait. Kevin, is this the one?
This is.
Nice.
And so, quick side note before we begin. So obviously the goal is going to be to guess whether these are Reddit creepypastas or real creepy stories that were posted to Reddit.
Yes.
But obviously people can say anything they want on the internet. So technically I can't guarantee that any of the true stories are actually true. So I went with ones where at the very least the person who wrote it like clearly believes it's true. So even if there's like ghosts and shit, it might count as true if the person believed that it is a real thing that happened.
So basically, did Kevin make it up or did some random internet person make it up?
No, I did not make any of these up. These are all like these are like actual creepypastas, which I have now learned that there is some creepypasta that's really good, which is shocking to me.
Creepypasta's like fan fiction, dude. There can be like really bad fan fiction, or there can really be good fan fiction, like Twilight. Twilight was the one that started as a fan. No, not Twilight.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
Both 50 Shades of Gay. 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Gay.
Sorry, 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fan fiction, and Twilight fan fiction, I believe, was My Chemical Romance.
Kevin.
Oh,
Kevin, we've lost Kevin. My Chemical. I guess he was gonna finish with romance. Let me see if Kevin's still there. Oh no, Kevin's frozen. Oh no.
Yeah, for once this isn't him being dropped.
Oh no.
Now he's dropped.
Okay, we'll just wait for him to come back in. Wait, how do you have fan fiction of My Chemical Romance? Aren't My Chemical Romance a band?
Yes, they are. Kevin's back.
Kevin. Okay, I got to ask him about this My Chemical Romance thing. My Chemical Romance, I don't know them, but they sound like a band I wouldn't like. Just from the name. I just already don't like that. Cam guest. Let's bring Kevin in.
Did I introduce
Kevin, sorry, you weren't live. You're now live. Welcome back. I apologize.
Oh.
It was your fault. I don't know.
It was. Everything froze on my end, and I don't know why. I was talking, and all of a sudden, you weren't moving. It was weird.
Wait, how do you have... So, where... Does My Chemical Romance exists as a band?
Yes.
And then
they
someone...
are a band, and no, you probably would not like them based on what you seem to listen to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, what sort of music are they? Oh, dude, they look... Wait, oh my god, no, I don't like this. Hang on. Let me bring up the web browser share thing. Hold on. My Chemical Romance. Done. Also, I don't know how to spell chemical. Yeah, look, I don't like this. Like, I can tell I don't like this dude. It's just too edgy. This guy's like, he looks like an edgelord. Oh wow,
Right.
yeah, he does.
That is their entire style.
That is their entire
their
style.
first two albums would be Screamo, which is like emo but screaming.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, their later stuff is a lot more musical. Like, I actually like them, but
Is it this dude?
I do not think you would.
This is
That's Gerard Way. He is the singer.
What? He's a good-looking dude. Why does he do this to himself?
I don't know.
I don't know. It was more of a rhetorical question. Wow, thank you, Frank, for being a member for 5 months. You were going to stand in BB episode again? No, dude. I told you I can't walk anymore. Unfortunately, it's just don't.
You lost it in a kayaking accident.
Dude, shut the fuck up, Liam. Okay, let's load. Wait, so My Chemical Romance. There was Wait, I wanna find something out. And I know I do this at my own peril. Simon Whistler. Fanfiction.
Oh, it's going to exist.
I really hate Simon Whistler and his 100 YouTube channels. What the fuck, internet? What the fuck? He's such an... Oh, is that my phone? Apologize. He's such an annoying personality, and I try to block his channels, but he's got so many of them. I find his fedora-wearing type personality and fake British accent to be incredibly annoying. He probably has the most punchable
British
face
accent.
on YouTube. I mean, the only thing... I have a real British accent, but I mean, my fedora-wearing personality is annoying, and I do have an extreme... I don't have the most punchable face on YouTube because Justin Bieber started on YouTube, and we all know he has the most punchable face. I'll take a close second. This is my first ever comment on Reddit because I just Googled the words "I hate Simon Whistler" and found this thread. What the fuck? I legit can't stand this guy. I've watched a few of his videos because the topics interested me. Each video is such a paint by numbers, surface level video. No real second. What if you're... Oh, no real or second or third order analysis. No joining dots, no nuance. Just stock footage and no understanding. It felt like one of those annoying guys. Just regurgitates a Wikipedia page. Wait, how many annoying people do you know who are just having dinner and they're just reciting a Wikipedia page? Oh my god. I fucking hate Simon Whistler. I tried to block him too. He's the absolute worst. Spam narcissist fuckwad. Oh my god, I just take great comfort in the fact that I'm, successful and rich. So it makes me feel better about myself, so fuck you. Wait, where's... I want... Oh, hello. No fanfiction about me. That's nice to know.
I couldn't find any either.
Good.
Community, you know what to do.
No, don't do that. It's not welcome. I think I did see it once. I feel like there was. ELO Simon. Elo. Simon,
Elo.
Kevin, Elo. £5. Thank you, Al. Appreciate it. Can you tell me which one of you wrote the Blaze Bros intro song? It's bloody fire, mate. Yeah, I wrote it myself using the power of AI. Dude, it was crazy. I just told it make a song about me and doing a live show. And it made that. And I was like, God damn. It is fire, dude. It is fire. I think I should make the whole background music for this just songs like that, like a whole album with that same like artificial voice singer. It's fire, dude. It's totally fire. Should we listen to it again? No, let's not do that. Let's read Kevin's script.
17 minutes to the script.
Oh, shush,
Hey,
Liam.
I'm
Shush.
complimenting you.
We moved on to important things, Liam.
Yes.
Like My Chemical Romance. Fanfiction.
And your hate post.
Oh, yeah, we did my hate post. Love that about myself. Jesus Christ. Kill me. Look on the dark web. Oh, my God, Harry. No, don't go on the dark web. The Haunting. My family home is haunted by its previous owners. No, it's not. Hauntings aren't real. Next entry. I don't remember he found this out, but way before my family owned our house, a couple lived there, and they couldn't have children. They tried and tried, but they could never succeed. So it was... Wait, Kevin, hang on. This isn't true, though. Like, wait, how do I decide again? What am I deciding?
So you're deciding whether it's just a creepypasta, which, are fictional stories, or if there's a spooky story that, in this context, it would be the person who wrote it.
Oh, dude, but I feel like this is quite close, because creepypastas, can't they just sometimes be, like, weird stories that people... Isn't there quite a crossover? Or is that not? Is that not what a creepypasta is?
No, none of them are...
It's like,
very few of
creepypastas are
them
published
like-
intentionally fictional.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. Cool, let's go. And they couldn't have children. They tried and tried, but they could never succeed. So it's just a husband and his wife. Then one day, the husband got sick and died in the basement. Well, I understand. Why would he die in the basement if he was sick? Surely he'd go somewhere nice. Like a dog, like curling up behind the sofa. They go to a quiet place to just die quiet. This guy just went down to the basement and crawled up there. Excuse me. I'm so tired today. My kid woke up at like 5:30 this morning, comes into my bed, and just starts telling me about crystals. And I'm like, oh my God, stop. I don't need to know about crystals right now. And she's like, Dad, we're making crystals at school. And I'm like, okay, it's 5:30. Do you have to tell me about the crystals now? She's like, they'll be ready in 2 days. And I'm like, I know, it was 3 days yesterday and 4 days the day before that. And she's like, Dad, is it 2 days? And I'm like, yeah, it's 2 days until the crystals are ready. And I'm just like, and then we just don't go back to sleep. It's just then I get up at 5:30 and that's my life. And sorry, I'll carry on. Okay, so this dude dies in the basement. The basement was like the main living area and was where their bedroom and bathroom were. Shortly after the husband died, it said that the wife died of a broken heart or something. Oh my God, I forget how shitty writing can be. Like, god damn. It could have been a car accident, broken heart, some shit like that. Anyway, my family owns the house now, and we believe that the wife wore a grieving gown up until she died. What the fuck is a grieving gown? Or maybe a wedding dress, but we... She wore a grieving gown or something. She died of a broken heart or something. Thank you for the €6, gave a star gaming. Simon, when you are on Reddit, can you use dark mode so that chat is readable on screen? Also, light mode is for peasants. I think so. I'm not logged into Reddit usually, so it doesn't. It just has the light mode by default, I guess. Liam, help me with that. We can figure that out, can't we?
Yeah, I think you need to log in for it.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Am I? I'm not going to do that. I'll create...
No,
okay, no.
you
Okay,
shouldn't.
don't want to do that. A specific time I remember... Wait, okay, sorry. We can't tell. The way we see her is a dark shadow at the end of the hallway or out of the corner of our eyes, so we could never fully tell. And the husband is solely in the basement. A specific time I remember as hanging a hammock in the basement. Right next to me, there was a bin full of old toys from when everyone was little, including my mother, aunt, and uncle. There was this one dog-looking toy. It was one of those weird-looking dog... Oh, for fuck's sake, learn to write. Jesus Christ. It was one of those weird-looking dogs with the buttons on his paws and ears that make it talk. Well, it went off randomly saying, haha, that tickles, do it again. Mind you, I was nowhere close to touching the thing, so I freaked out. I ran to my uncle, and we went back to the bin. He picked it up to take a look, and the battery pack, and it was empty. So there was no way for it to be an active toy. Well, while he was looking, it went off in his hand and started singing. We freaked out and ran. What, you and your grown-ass uncle freaking out over a toy? Come on. We freaked out and ran, and while I were running to the stairs, I took a quick glance next to me. There was a life-size Barbie that my mother got me when she was, like, 8. She got it when she was, like, 8. Oh my God, it's so hard to read. I forget. Kevin, I appreciate you. Because whenever I read stuff written by professional writers like yourself, it's like, oh yeah, it's easy to read. And when you read books, you're like, oh yeah, it's easy to read. And then you read something like this and then you're like, oh yeah, most people can't write for shit.
Yeah, and I did clean these up.
You cleaned this up, dude. It's still barely readable.
I needed to, still capture that.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I'm not blaming you. I'm just blaming how bad the source material must have been. Because god damn, my dude. Okay. That she's 36 now. That creepy doll started moving on its own, like its arms and legs started to move upward as if to reach out to us. It started rocking while its limbs moved, so I freaked out more and ran faster. Needless to say, neither me nor my uncle have stepped foot in the basement since. I still think it was the old man messing with us. I mean, so obviously this is complete bullshit. So is it... I just have to make a decision about whether I think this is something that someone actually says is truth or whether it's a creepypasta.
Yes. Was this written as fiction or is this someone who believes that this happened?
The toy thing, with the haha that tickles, do it again, has such intense creepypasta vibes. It's just that one line that... makes me feel it's a creepypasta. It's just got creepypasta vibes, dude. I'm saying it's a creepypasta.
Nope, this is, according to her, a real story.
Well, obviously she's lying.
Yeah, I mean, like, the biggest clue in it probably was, she said her mother is 36 now. So this is obviously something that, must have happened when either she was, like, a kid or a young teenager.
Oh, okay. So that makes no sense. The timing would be way off. But then that could also just be a badly written creepypasta.
Yes, that is also true.
Which, I mean, I don't want to, it's not... There's some good creepypastas, but also most not. The time capsule. I was born and raised. I was born in November. And raised in North Dakota. Back when I was in high school, a group of us would research murders that occurred out in the county. We would then go out to find the scenes and film the exploration at night. It was something to do while we got wasted on shitty beer and teenage bullshit. How'd you get wasted on teenage bullshit? What is this? Oh my god, eventually we ran out of places to go. There were a few murders in the area, and got really good at finding abandoned rural farmsteads instead. Rut roads, deliberate tree groves, and old mailbox posts were common markers. We were out looking when we spotted a tree grove that was out of place, sure sign, and drove through the field to discover an old, but not too old, house. It had padlocks on the outside doors that were knocked off pretty easily. Okay. We dispatched them and entered the kitchen. There were 6 of us, all with flashlights. And we lit up the kitchen dining area fairly easily. The table was the initial thing you notice, and it was strange because of how normal it looked. It was set for a meal, and not a bowl out of place. Only thing was, we'd been in dozens of these houses, and place settings were a first, especially unbroken ones. As we investigated the area, we found the fridge had the disgusting remnants of a full stock, and the cupboards were full of canned and dry foods. This was also a first. Oh my god, dude, you do not have a future in writing. One guy found mail on the counter from early June 1978, and another found a creepy-ass TV guide in the living room with UFOs on the cover. All the family photos were hanging up. Mum, Dad, bro, and sis in their 1970s glory. The furniture was dusty, but in good condition. Closets were full. Everything was totally normal, which was super abnormal. What a great turn of phrase there. Give this man a Pulitzer. As we dug around the house, we all started to realize that this house had not been moved out of. It had been straight up abandoned. What? I wonder what gave that away. All of the shit in the cupboards? Or the table being laid? Imagine locking the door to your house and never coming back. That's the state the house was in. Complete unplanned departure. We went upstairs and split into 3 pairs to check out the 3 rooms. Okay, how did you know there were 3 rooms? Ours was the closest, and obviously it was the younger boy's room. I can't describe what it looked like too well, because almost right away from the hall, we heard the most fucking terrifying scream I've ever had the misfortune of hearing. We went running into the hallway, and were all yelling at each other at the same time. After a few really long seconds... it's so bad. I'm so sorry whoever wrote this, but it's so bad. Why did you need to say really long in brackets? The 2 screamers caught their breath and said, "You have to go in and see." Walking down the hall and through the doorway, I prayed I wouldn't act like a pussy in front of my friends. I shouldn't have been concerned because the others were as scared as I was. The room itself opened up to the left of the doorframe, and centered on the right side of the room was a queen-size bed, propped up on pillows with the blanket drawn to the waist, arms on top of the blanket, and worst of all, head turned so slightly so it was looking you straight in the eyes when you entered the room, was a life-size porcelain doll. Snow white skin, jet black hair, cold dead eyes. The dead eyes lit up with our flashlights, like she was waiting for us. If the head hadn't been turned, I could excuse it, but it was turned. Let me just read that sentence again. If the head hadn't been turned, I could excuse it, but it was turned. It's so bad, my dudes. Ready for when we walked in. Ready for 20 years. Hasty fucking exits were made down the stairs and into the car. It was during the ride that we started to get even more creeped out when we realized that even though the house had been abandoned, someone had taken the time to set up that goddamn doll, not packing food, clothes, or family photos. Setting up the doll was one of the last things done in this house. We researched their names, but got nothing. No tragic car accident, no grisly massacre, just a tacky time capsule in the middle of nowhere. What's tacky about it? How is this tacky? Why is that? That's not the right word to use. It's a bad creepypasta, right? The porcelain doll. There's a large porcelain doll. It's a bad creepypasta. It's a very bad creepypasta. Chat, what do you think? How would they even know the doll was last? Yeah, how they wouldn't. The doll could have been set up there by someone who'd been in there before or anything like that. Oh, have you run a poll? That's clever, Liam.
Yeah, I've done them for each one. So if you give me like 30 seconds at the end of each one before you guess, I'll run a poll.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that. It's French, so should be spelled... What the fuck? Okay, car accident. What the fuck? I mean, people die in car accidents, especially in the 70s. That's kind of like a reasonable explanation for like why there'd be an abandoned house. Although you'd feel there would be people there to go afterwards and sort that shit out rather than just leave the house exactly as it is. Simon, you should release an action figure. That's relevant. Yeah, Kevin, do you live by the sea? Because I hear seagulls. It reminds me of being at home.
I've turned the gain down. It's me.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
I mean, I do. Boston is near the ocean.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, it's bad writing.
God, isn't it?
Yeah, no. So this was a true story. They did wind up they were able to like find more details out. So what actually happened was the government seized the property, which is why there were padlocks on the outside. I would have thought they'd be, given the chance to move out. Apparently, no, that's not how it works. But yeah, no, this was a real story that happened.
Whoa, so there's actually stuff backing this up?
Yep. Someone
Wow.
even found a picture of the specific like 1970 whatever TV guide with the fucking UFOs on it and stuff that the person was talking about.
Oh shit. I mean, I take it back. Okay. Right. Okay. It's so badly written still. We can't forget that. It would have been okay if its head wasn't turned, but its head was turned. All right. The portraits! There was a hunter in the woods who, after a long day hunting, was in the middle of an immense forest. It was getting dark, and having lost his bearings, he decided to head in one direction until he was clear of the increasingly oppressive foliage. This guy thinks he can write, but he can't. He's using all these, words. This is like, if I discovered... And it's just young people, right? Because if I discovered my English fiction book from when I was 14, this is exactly how I would write. You know what I mean? Is that just me? You'd be like, increasingly oppressive foliage, thinking that that's how writers actually write. But it's not. After what seemed like hours, he came across a cabin in a small clearing. Realizing how dark it had grown, he decided to see if he could stay there for the night. He approached and found the door ajar. Nobody was inside. The hunter flopped down on the single bed, deciding to explain himself to the owner in the morning. As he looked around inside the cabin, he was surprised to see walls adorned with several portraits, all painted in incredible detail. Without exception, they appeared to be staring down at him, their features twisted into looks of hatred and malice. Staring back, he grew increasingly uncomfortable, making a concerted effort to ignore the many hateful faces. He turned to face the hunter, to face the wall, and exhausted, he fell into a restless sleep. The next morning, the hunter awoke. He turned, blinking. In the unexpected sunlight, looking up, he discovered that the cabin had no portraits, only windows. Oh my god, it's not a bad horror story for a kid, is it? That's not bad. This is actually the first one that I think is that's actually not, it's fiction. I really think it's fiction. The concept of the story is not actually bad. I think that's quite nice. Kevin, it's a creepypasta though, right? Kevin? It's just me, isn't it? Oh no, it's just me talking into a void. It's just me talking into a void, Kevin. Liam, come back.
Weird.
We both got dropped at the same time.
Oh my god, why do we have to live like this? Liam, can you sort me out? We've been living like this for weeks now, and I don't like it. What's wrong with it?
I think it's off your end.
Well, I'm sure it is, because the odds of it happening to both you and Kevin are the same. But what am I doing wrong? It's not like I touch it.
Can you hear Kevin now?
Oh, for fuck's sake! I just let Kevin in.
I
just let him in.
I reckon the most likely explanation is that you very briefly lose internet. Not brief enough that the stream gets lost, but brief enough that we get lost from you.
Kevin, can are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Hear you now. Oh my god.
Right, so
I don't know, Liam.
Pasta for this?
Yes, sorry. I just want to say I'm Etherneted in, my dude. I'm Etherneted into that Ethernet port.
And I'll need to look at the settings on your end to work out what the hell is up.
All right. It's a creepypasta, Kevin, and I think I quite like the concept for the story. I think this has potential.
Yep, this is a creepypasta. I thought this one was going to be super obvious, but this is apparently Julian's favorite creepypasta, so he wanted it included.
It's good, dude. I mean, it's obviously a creepypasta, but I think it's good. This is a good bit of fiction. I like it, like a little short story. I'll tell my kids when they get a little bit older to scare them, like the one with the dog that's murdered and dripping in the. That's my favorite creepypasta because a dog gets murdered. A close call. I lived in a small college town, and my apartment complex was walking distance from the bar/downtown area. One weekday night, I stepped out onto our front porch to smoke a cigarette or two. I was up late studying. I brought my textbook with me and sat down on the stairs while I smoked. A girl who I'd never met, but lived one apartment over and one floor down, came home from downtown. Wait, you'd never met her, but you know exactly where she lives? You creepy ass stalker. She was by herself, and you could tell from her walk that she had been drinking. She got in her apartment and barely got the door closed behind her before some guy who came out of nowhere and knocked on her door. She opened it, and I noticed he introduced himself, which was weird because it was after 2:30 a.m. Who comes to a strange girl's apartment at that time? So I decided to stay outside and pay attention. Okay, so she into the apartment building. Okay, I got it. So I decided to stay outside and pay attention. They ended up talking for over 10 minutes. She later acknowledged how weird the situation was, but did not know how to end the conversation. Wait, so he can overhear all of this? Okay. He would do the creepiest things, like he reached up and stroked her hair at least 3 times, and would try to slowly inch his way closer to her in the door. I made a point of being loud with my textbook so that he would know I was there, and disappeared as eerily as he had come. We called the cops, and days later, they had the girl and me sit down with a sketch artist. As soon as the sketch was made public, floods of calls came in. Guy turned out to be a serial rapist who followed lone girls home from bars, pretended to be a cab offering them a ride. Wait, he pretends to be a cab offering them a ride when he's already they're already home? That makes no sense. This girl got lucky because she lived so close to the bars. He didn't get a chance to pull the cab routine. What, you're going to really struggle to pull the cab routine when you're already at her apartment. I think this is true, though. I mean, if not true, I think it's not a creepypasta. Kevstar, what do you say?
Yeah, so with the cab routine thing, like, I'm assuming that most of the girls he was following didn't live like that close to the bar, so he got to pretend he was a cab and get them into his car.
Okay. Yeah. No, I believe that. But it's just he seems a bit dumb to be following someone and then they clearly get home. And then he's like,
I don't know why he would then approach this woman like once she's in her apartment too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was indeed a true story.
Was there is there anything to back it up, or is it like just word of mouth of the poster?
Word of mouth of the poster.
Okay.
I was not able to find like specific details of the arrest or anything.
It's very cool that you found the specific details for the one about the cabin or the farmstead or whatever it was. I like that. True story. Yeah, everyone agrees it's a true story. Okay, cool. Lavender Town syndrome. Excuse me.
Wait, did you skip one, or do I have things out of order?
You have things out of order.
Yeah, probably.
Normally, I'd be like, I'm going to blame myself, but I'm right on this one.
Yep, you are. Yeah,
I'm an idiot. The Lavender Town syndrome, also known as Lavender Town tone or the Lavender Town suicides, was a peak in suicides and illnesses of children between the ages of 7 and 12 in Japan back in February 27th, 1996. It's very specific. The phenomenon occurred shortly after the release of the first Pokemon games, Pokemon Red and Green. Rumors say that these suicides... Wait, weren't the first Pokemon games Red and Blue?
Maybe it was Red and Green in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, in Europe and North America, they're definitely Red and Blue.
Yeah, I remember that. Rumors say that these suicides and illnesses only occurred after children playing the game reached Lavender Town. The location's theme and music had extremely high frequencies that studies have shown only children and young teens can hear because their ears are more sensitive. Kevin's note, this is theoretically possible. Due to this effect, at least 200 children supposedly committed suicide, and many more developed conditions and afflictions. The children who killed themselves usually did so by hanging or jumping from heights. Those who... How old were they? Jesus. Those who did not acted irrationally and complained of severe headaches after listening to the theme. This mass hysteria was caused by the first release version of the game. After the incidents, the programmers fixed the location's music to be at a lower frequency. Lavender Town now sounds different depending on which Pokemon you're playing, but since that change, children are no longer affected by the song. Okay, I think it's bullshit. Like, obviously. Like, I don't think this Pokemon game is causing people to causing children to kill themselves. The question is, does someone actually believe this is true, or is it a creepypasta? It feels like a real story. I think someone believes this. Kevster?
I mean, maybe somebody does, but no, this is very much a creepypasta.
Oh, no, it feels like it's so specific.
No, Pokemon causes seizures, not suicide.
Okay, it does?
The anime did.
Oh,
It was like the whole
yeah,
thing.
I remember this. The, like, flashing lights.
Yeah.
Okay, my fear of water. I've always had a terrible fear of being submerged completely in water. Not that I can't swim or anything. My dad made me learn. He said I almost drowned when I was really young. I was afraid of it because for as long as I can remember, when I'm underwater and look up at the surface, I see a woman reaching down to me with a warm smile, with glowing golden hair and dark brown eyes. Even if it's just in a bathtub, it always happens. It was normal for me, but I never got used to it. It was unnerving, but also soothing at the same time. She always made me feel like it was okay. I still avoided it, though, because I was just a kid, and it was really freaky. I never told my dad about it as a kid, but I did ask him about my mum. He never wanted to talk about her, sometimes even got mad at me for trying to bring her up. It was only recently that I described this apparition to him. He nearly drove into a telephone pole. Obviously, he knew something. I asked him again about my mum. He said he wouldn't say much, except that she died when I was very young and that she loved me very much. He also admitted that her hair and eyes were those colours, just like mine. So, I did some research on my own, looking up her full name for myself on my birth certificate and trying to find any references I could, any news clips about a boy nearly drowning, anything. I mostly wanted a picture, something I could match to my guardian angel. Today, buried in our town library, I found it. Winchester. Mary Wythy, 28, drowned to death yesterday evening after climbing a razor wire fence and fleeing to a nearby reservoir. It's a very strange way to die. A funeral is scheduled by our family for the 25th. Marie was institutionalized just 6 months ago after being found not guilty of attempted murder on grounds of insanity. Her husband, Daniel Wythy, had acted quickly enough to rescue their infant child when she was found trying to drown him in a bathtub. I think this is real, and it's creepy. This isn't like a creepypasta. I feel like this is a real story. Tell me.
No, the ending is not where I thought it was going, but this is actually a creepypasta.
Dude, I have literally got them completely the wrong way round. I think I got one.
You got the one Julian wanted right. Because that one was super
right.
obvious.
What's that, Liam?
You've got 2 right. I've been keeping score.
Oh, okay. Wow, I like this one. This is kind of good. It's kind of good. I like it.
Yeah. It's nice to have a winning record for once.
Yeah. Well, this one's a lot harder for me because I'm guessing whether it's like fictional or like fictional, but someone kind of sort of half believes it. Forest Service search and rescue. Excuse me. I wasn't sure where to post these stories, so I figured I'd share them here. I've been an SAR officer for a few years now. Search and rescue, I assume. And along the way, I've seen some things that I think you guys would be interested in. A pretty good track record for finding missing people. Most of the time, they just wander off the path or slip down a small cliff and they can't find their way back. The majority of them have heard the old stay where you are thing and they don't wander far. But I've had 2 cases where that didn't happen. Both bother me a lot and I use them as motivation to search even harder on the missing persons cases that I get called to. The first was a little boy who was out berry picking with his parents. He and his sister were together and both of them went missing around the same time. I went strawberry picking with my kids last weekend. It was really nice. We didn't go missing at all. We just picked strawberries. It was lovely. It reminds me of being a kid because I used to go and pick strawberries as well. And, you'd eat all the strawberries while you're picking them. It's a good time. Their parents lost sight of them for a few seconds, and in that time, both the kids apparently wandered off. When their parents couldn't find them, they called us, and we quickly came to search the area. Found the daughter pretty quickly, and when we asked where her brother was, she told us that he'd been taken away by the bear man. She said he gave her berries and told her to stay quiet, and that he wanted to play with her brother for a while. Oh my God. The last she saw of her brother, he was riding on the shoulders of the bear man and seemed calm. Of course, our first thought was abduction, but we never found another trace of a human being in the area. The little girl was also insistent that he wasn't a normal man, but he was tall and covered in hair like a bear, and that he had a weird face. Oh, we searched the area for weeks. It was one of the longest calls I've ever been on, but we never found a single trace of that kid. The other was a young woman who was out hiking with her mum and grandpa. According to the mother, her daughter had climbed up a tree to get a better view of the forest. Kevin, did I lose you? I've lost everyone. It is my internet. Something happens with my internet. I think
Hello?
something happens with my internet because both of you dropped off at exactly the same time.
Yeah, no, that's normally what happens.
Weird. But I have good internet. I don't know. It's weird. Okay.
Are you downloading or uploading anything at the
Oh,
same time?
yeah, I definitely am uploading a video.
But that's gonna be what's cause I told you when we started the streaming, Simon, turn off the uploads. And then one week I said, Simon, turn off the uploads, and you were like, you don't need to say that anymore, Liam. I
right,
do it
Liam.
myself. I remember to do it.
All right, Liam.
And
Well,
I was
maybe
like,
Liam, you should have remembered that I'm an idiot. Come on.
I will from now on.
Ah, Christ. Okay. Okay, so according to the mother, her daughter had climbed up a tree to get a better view of the forest and she'd never come back down. They waited at the base of the tree for hours, calling her name, before they got help again. Everywhere will she get carried away by a fucking eagle or some shit? I have no idea where she could possibly gone, because neither her mother or grandpa saw her come down. I think this is fucking maximum level creepy, but I think it's true, dude. This feels true. I don't like it, though. Kevin?
Nope, this is not true.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, so the full title of the original post was I'm a search and rescue officer for the U.S. Forest Service, and I have some stories to tell.
Yeah.
This was only one of like half a dozen stories in that post, and there's 10 total posts. It's like a lot of it's really good. I had to be careful to like pick one that sounded plausible because there's some supernatural stuff. Like a bunch of people in chat were talking about like staircases in the forest, which was in the first post as well.
Okay, yeah, then it would just be like, it's just silly. The climbing the tree and not coming back down, though, that's pretty good. I like that. That feels like it could be the start of like a movie or something. Like, you know, one of those, I don't know, like Netflix series or something. Like, how do you explain that? And then there'd be, you know, it would get cancelled before season 2, so you'd never find out. But
yeah, I thought that actually was gonna push you towards creepypasta. Like the bear man, I thought was more plausible, and then the person just disappearing, I thought that might have made you, decide it was fiction.
Yeah, I think the cool thing so far has been the creepypastas are written a lot better than the supposedly true stories.
I imagine that's because people who write creepypastas actually want to be writers, whereas people who just tell their true story, their true stories are just making posts on Reddit. So like one's got a higher barrier to entry, right?
To some extent. I mean, not all creepypasta is good. I was specifically, looking at the good ones. But yes, I mean, some of it is just like deliberately poorly written shit posting.
Yes. Lightning. Let's do that. We had moved into a little ranch house in the suburbs. It was a storybook neighborhood. Quiet, friendly neighborhood. Friendly neighbors, picket fences, the whole 9 yards. Suffice it to say that this was supposed to be a new start for me, a recently single dad and my 3-year-old son. A time to move on from the previous year's drama and stress. This is creepypasta vibes. I viewed the thunderstorm as a metaphor for this fresh start. One last show of theatrics before the dirt and the grime of the past would be washed away. My son loved it anyway, even with the power out. It was the first big storm he'd ever seen. Flashes of lightning flooded the bare rooms of our house, filling them with long creeping shadows, and he jumped and squealed as the thunder boomed. It was well past his bedtime before it finally settled down to go to sleep. The next morning I found him awake in bed smiling. I watched the lightning at my window, he proudly announced. A few mornings later, he told me the same thing. You're silly, I said. It didn't storm that night. You were only dreaming. He seemed somewhat disheartened. I ruffled his hair and told him not to worry. There should be another storm soon. Then it became a pattern. He would tell me how he watched the lightning outside it. This is actually quite nice. This is actually nicely written. Someone's made an effort with this. This person's not a child. It's nice. He would tell me how he watched the lightning outside his window at least twice a week, despite there being no storms. Recurring dreams of that first memorable thunderstorm. I figured. It's easy to hate myself in hindsight. Everybody assures me there's nothing I could have done. No way that I could have known. But I'm supposed to be the guardian of my child, and these are useless words of comfort. I constantly relived that morning, making my coffee, pouring milk over my cereal, and picking up the newspaper to read about the sex offender local authorities had just arrested. It was front page stuff. Apparently, this guy would select a young target, usually a boy, stake out their house for a while, and take flash photos of them through their window while they slept. Sometimes he did more. My stomach sank as the connection was made. At the time, it was merely something from a child's imagination. In retrospect, it is the scariest thing I've ever heard. About a week before the predator was caught, my son came up to me in his pajamas. "Guess what?" he said. "What?" "No more lightning at my window." "Well, that's nice. It's finally died down, huh?" "No. Now it's in my closet." Ah! I've yet to see the photos the police are collected. I like it. It's definitely a creepypasta. I like everything other than like the guy taking the photos through the window with a flash. I'm like, bro, then you're just gonna get a big picture of a window because you don't use your flash at night like that. Like, it's just, come on, it's not gonna work very well. Dude, it's definitely a creepypasta. I like this one though, right? It's creepypasta, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's very clear from how it's written that there's a creepypasta, but it's also pretty scary how easy it would be for something like this to be real. Other than flash photography, with the windows not being a great idea.
Yeah,
he's just suddenly in the wardrobe.
But
what's that?
And the fact he's just suddenly in the wardrobe.
Yeah, that is a bit weird. This is nicely written. I think the bit about him being in the wardrobe is a bit weird. It's like it's a nice little twist, but it's like, why is he in the wardrobe?
It's a classic creepypasta thing. It's like, oh, I saw the reflection, but it's not the outside. They were behind me all along.
Oh, okay. Is that okay? I see where. Okay. I like it. That was my favorite one so far. I like it. Why are you in my house? That's the title. I'm not talking to someone who's in my house. I was 22 years old. I'd just gotten a place closer to my job, but the neighborhood I lived in was secluded. Maybe 4 houses within a mile. Nothing for miles after that. Wait, didn't you just say I had just gotten a place closer to my new job? But there were 4 houses. Did you work in one of the other houses? Because otherwise you're still going to be really far from your job. I was having a normal night. Maybe my first week there. I watched some TV and fell asleep. When I woke up at around 1 a.m., I was about to go to my bedroom when I remembered to turn off the bathroom light at the opposite end of the house. As I was walking through the living room, I could barely see through to the kitchen, and even farther, the dining room. It was pitch black because the bathroom door was closed. In the dining room, however, I saw something tall standing in the corner. I froze as my eyes adjusted. I saw it was an old man or a woman in a white gown with white hair. "Hey!" I yelled. The old person sprinted toward me like a fucking jet. What was that sentence? When you use a metaphor, when was the last time you saw a jet sprint towards you? You have to use something else as the metaphor for speed there, because you're using the metaphor of a jet for sprinting. What? I sprinted back to my room like a jet. That's not there, I added that. Where the light was on, I put my hands up, ready to fight, and the old person came lunging in like a jet. When they saw me, they stopped and said, "Why are you in my house?" Like a jet. I pretended I was leaving and apologized like a jet, while I eased into the closer bathroom, locked the door, and called 911 with the house phone like a jet. Turns out a woman about half a mile away in the neighborhood had a form of dementia and wandered into my house while I was sleeping like a jet. This is a real story that someone is telling. I don't think it's a creepypasta.
That is correct.
Yes, at least I'm getting some.
Yeah, I mean, this shit happens all the time. Like, and back in the 90s, a family in Malibu came home and found Robert Downey Jr. passed out in their son's bed in his underwear.
That's true? Robert Downey Jr. was wild back in the day, right?
Yeah. Oh, he was super drunk and high, and he just thought it was his house because he lived a couple blocks away. So yeah, no, this is just a thing that happens.
Just breaks in, dude. He's Robert Downey Jr. He just breaks the fuck in using his Iron Man suit. Just like blast that shit right down like a jet. See, that metaphor could work. Iron Man flew towards me fast as a jet. Boom! That works, right? Okay, good. So that's real. Fucking like a jet, bro. That's my favorite sentence that we've read today. The old person sprinted towards me like a fucking jet. Liam, how did I do?
Okay, so the maximum score would have been 9. You scored 4.
Someone just points this out. The house phone in the bathroom. Yeah, that's true. Why is there a house phone in the bathroom? You like, dude, you ever stay in one of those hotels where there's a phone by the shitter? Where like, why? Some hotels have this, and I'm always like, really? Like, I don't have this at home. There's like a sudden need for this in a hotel so I can make calls while having a dump. You know what I mean? Or have I just stayed in weird hotels?
I have never stayed in a hotel with a phone in the bathroom.
Dude, this is the thing. I swear to you, this is the thing. Why phones in hotel bathrooms? Cool. Yeah, dude. There's so many. Why do hotels have originally? Phones in hotel bathrooms were installed for the convenience of guests who might be expecting a call, but the safety aspect of having a hotel bathroom phone was also apparent, and this remains the case to this day.
That's weird.
That is so weird. Who's like expecting but you can expect phone calls at work, but you don't have a phone in the toilet. I mean, you do because you've got mobile phones now, but I mean, back in the day. Dude, this is a common thing apparently, because there's an article from the Telegraph here which says the curious reason hotels have always put phones in the toilet. I mean, I don't think it's always. I'd say, look at this. There's like a full-on phone. The ones I've seen are just like ones you can pick up and answer rather than the full phone like this. But, wow. Okay, there we go. Let me just, Liam, tell me how I did real quick, and then I'm going to thank all the people who left super chats because there were a lot of them, and then I have to leave because I have a call starting in 5 minutes.
You scored 4 out of 9.
Kevin, you won. Congratulations, my dude.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. You did well today, and I enjoyed this. Liam, I can't scroll up. Oh, I see. I've got them listed here. A bit off topic. $5 Australian. Simon, when you were a young boy, did your father ever take you into the city? What the fuck are you talking about? What sort of is this like some weird metaphor for something I didn't understand?
It's a My Chemical Romance quote.
Oh, I was gonna try and trick him into the rest of it, Kevin.
Okay, I don't get it. It's fake. It's a fabrication. It never happened. Thank you, Seth. Canadian, $2.79. Seth again for the $6.99. I've been watching clips from the Ring movie. That was a scary movie. Simon, what's the update on the lion shirt? It's a tiger shirt, and there was an update at the beginning of the stream. Dude, the Ring is the scary. The Ring is. I think that's the scariest horror movie that I've seen. It stayed with me for like a week afterwards until I was sure that I wasn't going to die after watching it, you know, because of the weird thing on this. That's a creepy ass movie. Are you using Discord? Who was the first person to join the channel if it is a Discord? I don't know, probably Liam.
So they were speaking about the tech issues we ran into, but it's not Discord, so it doesn't matter.
Hello, my Void old friend. It's time I saw you again. Oh, okay. Is that Seth W? I'm so confused about what's going on. I'm not reading the kayak ones. Let's go, Team Kevin. Woo! £2 for a drink for Kevin. I can't do this, guys. You don't understand how this works. I don't think you appreciate the accounting nightmare that would arise from me working out how this £2 super chat, then I have to go and work out how much YouTube takes off, somehow separate that out and give it to Kevin. Please don't do that. Kevin, when we meet, drinks are on me, my dude, but they would be anyway. So like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Please don't donate and expect me to do the insane accounting work that's associated with things like that. Turtle, $20, my legend. Thanks for the live stream, dude. We love your work. I love you, Turtle. I love you.
We love all of you, but Turtle's just a little
Turtle
bit
special. Turtle special. I don't love anyone except for Turtle and my family. And Kevin.
Aww. Oh, thank you.
Oh, but not me. I see.
Shut up, Liam! Jesus Christ. No, I'm just joking. But like a jet. Let's go. I got to go and have a call. I have to pee before my call. Kevin, thank you so much. Appreciate you for coming. Liam.
Yeah, good being here.
Yeah, Liam. I'll see you next week or 2 weeks.
Fuck you, dude.
Hey. All right, that's the end of the stream. Bye, everybody. Bye. Why is the music not playing? Music.